We all love having some cranberry sauce as part of our Thanksgiving feast, but the state's crop means more to one Wisconsin family. Gordon Severson has you covered on the family farm in Wisconsin Rapids that spans generations.
Thanksgiving is a time-honored tradition. And for many, you can't have a Thanksgiving meal without cranberries.
Cranberries have long been a staple on the Thanksgiving table.
For Rochelle Hoffman, cranberries are more than just a holiday tradition. It's a family tradition that goes back more than 100 years.
Welcome. We are at Dempsey Cranberry Company. I am the 5th generation cranberry farmer. My great-great-grandfather Charles Dempsey started growing cranberries in 1900 when he was just 10 years old.
Since then, the family farm has grown into this 87-acre farm in Wisconsin Rapids, an even bigger farm in Toma, and a third family farm in Augusta. So let's dive in and see how this festive fruit is grown.
Cranberries are a evergreen perennial, so they don't need to be planted every year. In fact, they can live in perpetuity for well over 100 years. Some are still cultivated after 100 years. A lot of people think that they have to be grown in water, but in fact, we only are using water during the harvest time. We take a harrow and we drive it through the flooded cranberries, and it gently knocks those cranberries off of the vine. Cranberries have 4 air pocket chambers, so they are buoyant and they float, which is why you see them floating on top of the water.
Workers group the floating cranberries together using large booms. A pump then sucks the cranberries into a machine that shakes off all the leaves and vines. Workers will also put on waders and help guide the cranberries by hand, using special tools to push the cranberries into the pump. The berries get a quick wash as they're loaded into a truck. And they're off to a sorting and packaging facility where most of the berries will be frozen and later turned into juice and craisins, which is basically the cranberry version of a raisin.
Cranberries are used in a variety of different ways. Obviously, you're going to see them on your Thanksgiving table in a sauce, either a homemade one or maybe one that looks like a can. It's gelled, but it's not just a Thanksgiving fruit. It is a fruit that you can use kind of throughout the year. You can throw them in smoothies, you can put them in baked goods. As you're looking at the cranberries, you can tell not all of them are 100% red. Cranberries are a variety of different colors. You're going to see some white cranberries on there, you're going to see some pink ones, and you're going to see some red ones. The ones that are pink are going to be able to turn a dark red in the freezer, but those white ones, they're going to get optically sorted. If you've seen white cranberry juice in the store, we're able to use those cranberries and still make them into juice.
Several states grow cranberries, but around 65% come from Wisconsin.
Wisconsin is the leading producer of cranberries in the world, for sure.
We've got about 250 cranberry farms.
Tom Lochner from the Wisconsin Cranberry Growers Association says Wisconsin grows nearly 500 million pounds of cranberries every year, with an economic impact of nearly $1 billion. But why Wisconsin? How did this unique industry start here?
Well, cranberries grew here in the wild, and originally indigenous people collected them and used them for a variety of things such as food, dyes.
Eventually, farmers started growing them, and over time, more farmers joined in. And before they knew it, a thriving industry was born.
I think that cranberries have a huge potential for markets that are untapped, whether they're global or even in the U.S. I think that a lot of people think cranberries, they think cranberry juice, but I think that there's multiple uses for cranberries. There's so many health benefits of the cranberry. They're full of antioxidants, vitamins, high fiber. They have a lot of great heart health, gut health, urinary tract health. There's so many. It's a true superfruit when you're thinking about health. So I think there's a lot of untapped potential as far as different ways you can utilize future uses of the cranberry.